Hi guys, welcome back to Motivational Journey. Today we're going to talk about public personas, and I want to be able to bring to you guys a story and examples about what that necessarily means, and go into depth about it, and know that we don't have to do that, but a lot of us do in order to be better and feel better and fit in. And I know that is something that we all feel like we need to do, especially in today's society. And I want to be able to help you know and understand that you don't have to do that. So go ahead and stick around. I'll talk to you guys later. So a lot of times we put on these public personas in order to feel accepted and want to fit in with society. And a lot of times today, we see a lot of people on Instagram and we feel like, okay, well, if they have this nice looking Instagram life with the amazing pictures that they have where they traveled all around the world, and you want to be able to, and they were able to capture that, and you want to be able to feel that and have that type of sensation, or have that type of outlook on your life, and things aren't going so great in your life, so you want to be able to change that up. And they also put out amazing outfits, and you feel like that's something that you want, and it's just different things that you want for your life that you wish you had, and you're living vicariously through someone else through social media. And that is not a good thing, really. That is something that you're trying to be. That is not who you truly are, and what you tend to put out there is something similar to what someone else has put out there, especially if they're getting a lot of likes for it, and you don't know the backstory of how they got those likes, how long they've been on Instagram, or how long people have followed them, or what have you. The reason why they have that many likes, that many people that are following them, or just anything. You don't know their background story, but you just look at the things that you see now. You see the positivity that they're going through. You don't even know if maybe that person may be struggling, but are putting a front up on their Instagram page or any type of social media page in order to feel like they need to fit in, or feel like they need to be accepted. And that's really what you're doing as well, and you don't know it until you actually just look at what you're doing. Sit back and understand and really view what you're putting out there, and how you want people to accept you, or how you want people to be able to view you. A lot of times, we look at it the wrong way. We put situations out there and allow people to be led on by something that is not anything about us, that's not who we are, that is completely false. And that's something that you don't want to do, because you have these people that are following you, and you want to make sure that you're staying true to who you are. But how can you do that when you've been leading them on falsely? And I feel like everybody, especially millennials, feel like we have to basically upgrade ourselves in a way, and feel flashy and be flashy, and wear different things, talk a certain way, go certain places, and just do different things in order to be able to really fit in. And you don't necessarily have to do that. You don't have to be that type of person. You want to be your own person. And that's the question. Like, what type of person do you really want to be? Do you want to be this person that's where you put on this public persona and you're just basically faking your life, or do you want to actually be true to who you are? Because when you're being fake to other people, and it's really harsh to use the word fake, but when you put on a persona to other people, then you're basically putting on a persona to yourself and who you truly are. And you don't necessarily want to do that. You actually want to be truthful with yourself. And it's like, okay, well, how can you be truthful to yourself if you're not even being truthful to people that follow you, or people that heck might even know you, or people that you work with, or you're just basically trying to be something that you're not, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to be that type of person. So what I feel is that, we all go through it, and it's something that you can definitely get over. Like, what do you want to do with your life? Sorry that the camera is shaking, my hands are hurting. But what do you want to do with your life? What are you trying to portray? What do you not want people to be able to see? The vulnerable side of you? Because we all have troubles. They may not be displayed, and a lot of times on social media, the backstory of what is actually going on in our lives is not portrayed on social media. No one is perfect, no one, and it's a lot of times we are trying to be perfect, and unfortunately you can't be perfect, because there's no such thing as being perfect. Heck, I'm even a person that always tries to be perfect. I do. I try to tell myself every single day not to be perfect. Always go ahead and do something different. Mess up here and there. But I always want to be perfect, and I can never get away from that. Like, I've always been that way. Even when I was in school, with my grades and everything, I've always wanted to get like A's and B's, and I always stayed there. But sometimes when I would get a C or something, then I would punish myself because I felt like I needed to be perfect. And even my mom and people in my family would tell me, you can't be perfect, and it's okay that you gotta see you worked really, really hard. And it's like, but I can do better. I can always be better. I can always do this, that, and the other. And we get so caught up of trying to be something that we're not, or trying to be better than before, that we lose focus of who we actually are. And we start to become someone different, because it's like we're trying to be perfect, and we feel like this person that we're going towards, that we're leaning towards, is a perfect person, when in reality that's just a public persona that we just put on. So no one knows who you are. You get so lost in it that you eventually don't know who you are, and you lose sight of what you want out of life. And you have to ask yourself, like, what am I doing? Is this important? What do I want out of my life? How do I want to make a change out of my life, and how do I want to go about it? And just really ask yourself these questions, and really try to figure out, like, is it me, or is it my situation? Like, what am I trying to do differently? And you can always make a change in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. There was a time when I felt like I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And then when I found out what I wanted to do, it was like, okay, well, I have to be perfect at it. I have to go ahead and strive for it and make it happen as soon as possible. And in reality, life isn't like that. Like I gave, Monday that little part about the tortoise and the hare, and I was becoming a hare instead of staying the tortoise. You can't allow things to happen so quickly, but at the same time you can continue to work on it, especially if it's something that you want, and your desire is that drive would allow that to happen when it's supposed to happen. And don't give up on life. Don't give up on yourself, because at the end of the day, you will definitely get where you're trying to go. I would also say that, I tried so hard to, I stopped doing, in some instances, I stopped doing what I felt like I wanted to do, because I felt like I wasn't worthy, especially with doing this. I could have been doing this 6 months ago, and I've been working with my business for 6 months now, almost 7, and it was to the point where I felt like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And then I felt like I wasn't worthy of being able to do it, because I started to see all these different people that were so ahead of me and doing so good, and I wanted to be just like them. But I had to come to grips, like, I'm not like them, and I can't. And I can go on social media all I want to and be positive as much as I want to and do different things here and there all I want to. And I was putting on a public persona, and I was becoming something that I'm not. And I said, you know what, I can't do that anymore. I can't be that type of person. I have to be who I'm supposed to be, who God intended me to be. He gave me this purpose. He gave me this gift. I'm going to definitely do what He told me to do in the manner of how He wants me to go about it. You really have to find that in yourself. Understand, like, really, how does God want you to be able to go about it? He gave you that gift for a reason. He told you that He wants you to do this, that, and the other. He put you in a position that you're in right now, but how you're going about it is not how He wants you to go about it. You need to stay the course, stay focused on the reason why you started doing what you're doing. And where you are now, you have to look at it. You have to stay focused and pay attention of the reason why. If you understand, if you stay hold of the reason why you actually started doing what you're doing now, then you will understand, and that will take you further in life, and that will take you further on your journey to get wherever your next stop and your destination is supposed to be. Because the Lord would definitely help you get there. He would definitely help you make the changes and the because there will be battles in your life, and He will make sure that you get over those battles, get over those humps, push through those trials and tribulations in your life. But you have to make sure that you are staying focused on what He has told you to do. And it's very, very hard, and I definitely understand it. But you have to make sure that you stay the course. You can't force anything, because if it's not supposed to happen at that particular time, then it's not going to happen. And continue to push forward. Use the resources that you have. Use what you have, what you have been given, and continue to grow with that, because the Lord will give you the additional tools that you need, and He'll know that you are ready to make it to the next level. How you will know? He would definitely let you know. He would definitely prepare you. He would definitely set you up for the next step, for progress. So all you have to do is just be patient and wait, and know that you are worthy. Know that you are definitely going to make it to the next level of your life, of what you want to do in your life. You would definitely make it, but all you have to do is just stay focused, stay patient. You have to wait. It's a waiting game, but you would definitely get there. But don't give up on what you're doing. Continue to work towards it, and that's what I'm doing right now. I thought it was going to work, and the easy way and the quick way, but it's not. And that's completely fine with me, as long as I get my message out there, as long as I'm able to help other people just like you. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I am happy doing what I'm doing, because I'm making a difference at the end of the day. And I know that where I'm trying to go, I definitely will get there. So make sure that you stay focused. Make sure that you stop trying to put on a public persona, because it's not a good look, and it's putting you in a bad situation for yourself, because it's making you more and more depressed, because you feel like you have to live up to something that is false. That's something that isn't even true. That's not even you. That's not even who you are. Stop trying to live up to that and be your own person. It's okay to have flaws. Everyone has it. Just be your own person. What I'm trying to do with my life, I want you guys to be able to work it out in yours as well. So we're going to work it out together. But I hope that you guys receive something from this message, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Thanks.